the glass boundary. For years, the bond between BTS and ARMY has been heralded as an unprecedented phenomenon in modern culture, a symbiotic relationship built on mutual devotion, emotional vulnerability, and an open-door policy of digital intimacy. But when Kim Taehyung stepped onto Weverse and quietly asked for a boundary, the atmospheric pressure within the fandom shifted. It wasn't a declaration of war, it was a plea for space. In a world where the line between public icon and private citizen has completely dissolved, could Taehyung's message signal a fundamental restructuring of how K-pop's most scrutinized star interacts with the world? To understand the weight of Taehyung's recent message, one must first dismantle the mechanics of modern idol-fan relationships. Unlike traditional Western celebrity culture, where stars maintain a distant, untouchable mystique, the K-pop ecosystem thrives on the illusion of total proximity. Platforms like Weverse, live streaming apps, and official fan cafes have turned global superstars into daily digital companions. When Kim Taehyung logs on in the quiet hours of a night to share a song recommendation, joke with fans, or post a blurry photo of his dog, Yeontan, he isn't just broadcasting content. He is participating in a carefully nurtured parasocial contract. This contract states that in exchange for unwavering loyalty, album purchases, and streaming numbers, fans receive unprecedented access to the inner lives of their idols. However, this hyperconnectivity creates a volatile paradox. When access is normalized, boundaries begin to feel like a betrayal to a radicalized subset of the fandom. The collective ownership felt by millions can easily translate from digital spaces into physical ones, leading to the precise flashpoint that prompted Taehyung to speak out. The catalyst for this shift was straightforward, grounded in a stark reality that many fans choose to ignore. During a high-profile international tour, Taehyung explicitly requested that fans respect BTS's privacy and, most notably, refrain from gathering at the hotels where the members stay. He emphasized that the hotel is their only sanctuary after hours on stage, and when that space is compromised, the boundary between the performer and the human being completely vanishes. For a member of BTS to explicitly draw a line in the sand regarding physical spaces is a rare and heavy occurrence. Historically, idols have endured the presence of obsessive, stalking fans as an occupational hazard, an unfortunate but expected price of global superstarship. By addressing the hotel crowds directly, Taehyung effectively pierced the veil of polite compliance. The hotel is not a public stage. It is the final frontier of a traveling artist's personal safety and psychological rest. When airport arrivals turn into chaotic mobs and hotel lobbies become stationary gauntlets, the idol is trapped in a permanent state of performance. Taehyung's message was a gentle but firm reminder that the human being behind the stage name, V, requires a space where the eyes of the world are finally turned off. With the physical boundaries now explicitly drawn, a critical question emerges regarding the future of Taehyung's relationship with ARMY. Will this trigger a permanent shift toward insulated, digital-first communication, replacing spontaneous real-world interactions? There's a growing consensus among cultural analysts that we are witnessing the dawn of a more controlled, algorithmic intimacy. If the physical world poses too many unpredictable risks to safety and mental well-being, platforms like Weverse offer a perfect sanctuary for the artist. Behind a screen, Taehyung retains absolute agency over the narrative. On Weverse, he can initiate contact on his own terms, control the duration of the interaction, and log off the moment the discourse turns overwhelming. This digital barrier allows for an intense emotional connection while completely eliminating the physical vulnerabilities of unexpected hotel encounters or venue-side ambushes. The tragic casualty of this necessary shift is the loss of organic, real-world spontaneity. In the early days of BTS's rise, impromptu interactions with fans outside venues, casual street encounters, and unscripted public moments were foundational to their identity as accessible heroes. If Taehyung and other members choose to retreat into the safe harbors of dedicated corporate apps to protect their peace, the nature of the fandom changes. It transforms from a shared, real-world subculture into a highly mediated, subscription-style relationship. Taehyung's message should not be viewed as a withdrawal of affection, but rather as an act of maturity necessary for long-term sustainability. The current model of K-pop fandom, built on total, unrestricted emotional and physical access, is unsustainable for artists entering the second decade of their careers. By demanding respect for his privacy, Taehyung is actively educating his audience. He is challenging ARMY to transition from a fandom defined by possession to one defined by respect. This means moving away from an old paradigm that assumed an entitlement to an artist's physical presence anywhere and at any time, which forced a constant performance to appease fan expectations and led to the unregulated tracking of private spaces like hotels and airports. Instead, it invites the fandom into a new paradigm characterized by a strict division between performance spaces and private sanctuaries, where interactions are shifted to curated, intentional check-ins on platforms like Weverse, and localized boundaries are respected to ensure long-term well-being. Ultimately, this shift might be exactly what keeps the relationship between Taehyung and his fans alive. By protecting his private world, he ensures that the energy he brings to the public world remains genuine. The new chapter he is signaling is one where love does not require the sacrifice of basic human rights, and where a screen is not a wall of separation, but a necessary filter to keep the flame from burning out.